Hey guys, so I'm Carl Pias from ITAELEC5 X41. I'll be demonstrating on how to use the TortoiseHG, which is used for as a repository for projects that you will be sharing with your team or by yourself. And let's get started.
Okay, hey guys, so first off, to use the TortoiseHG, you need to go to their website, which is this URL right here, tortoisehg.bit.io. So first you could just click the version of your Windows and then download it. For me, I've already downloaded it and put it in my desktop. So I'm just going to exit this and install the program. And we don't need to be cautious about any checkbox. Just click next, then install. And we wait. And after installing, let's just click finish. Okay, first, and just to make sure that you installed it, you have to find it here, which is TortoiseHG. And for our tutorial about using it, I already have a project right here. It's located in my project. Let's just get rid of this installer. So here, so it's actually easier than Mercurial in the command line. For initiating a repository, you could just right click on our folder that contains our project folder and just click TortoiseHG, create repository here, which is the same as HG init in our Mercurial command line. We just click create. We don't need to change anything here. Create. And after creating, you would see this workbench of TortoiseHG. But for now, let's just ignore it. After creating a repository here, you'll see that the .hg folder has been created, and we want to back up our files and add it to our repository. So what we need to do is just right click here again, and we just add files. And what's great in this Tortoise instead of Mercurial is that we just choose what to back up, and for us our project has assets that are very large, so we're just going to add these scripts. So we would just type it here. Okay, we just .cs so that we could find all of it. Enemy movement, the manager, player.cs, player.movement. So after checking all of the scripts, we just add, and if you would look, it's still empty. So what we have to do is we have to commit, and these are the files that we are adding. So we could actually type our message here. Just my first commit, and commit. Okay, after committing, we just close, and let's see, and our data is right here. It's back up already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some changes to my player script. And okay, this comment was something I used to practice earlier, so I actually deleted that comment and entered, then add a comment, added a comment, just so we could see the changes. So if we haven't committed yet, you could actually see the difference by going to Visual Diff, and you could see that our branch this has been deleted, and we added a comment here. And to see the logs of your files, you could actually just right click on the HG folder. This is important, and revision history. And in this tab, you can see all of your commits and every change that you did with it. And let's close this again. Let's go over there later. I'm just going to close this too. So I added a change in pair.cs there. And I'm going to commit again. HG commit. And my second time. And as you can see, you could actually see the status of your project here, which is M, which is modified, and the question mark is for all the assets that we haven't added, and we are not going to add that since it takes too much space. And you could just commit. And to see the log again, just go to the .hg folder, right click, TortoiseHG revision history. And here you can see the revision 0 and 1. This is the same as the log. And you could see the script in each revision, but if it does not change in a revision, you will not be able to see the script here. Since it's the same as the 0, I think it's saving resources, something like that, so they're not actually showing that. And it's actually the same as the HG cat and hyphen revision and the revision number. You could actually see the script and the script in which revision right here. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to delete a file. So to do that, you can just right click the my project folder, TortoiseHG, and remove files. And we could just list the file here. And I'm just going to find .cs again, and I'm going to delete bullet script, then remove, and it actually was removed. And what I'm going to do to revert everything back to the active revision is just right click TortoiseHG and revert files. It's actually a lot easier than Mercurial. And to see your status, you could just click view file status, and here you can see that we removed the bullet script. It's a lot easier and a lot intuitive in my opinion. And just to revert the files, you have to click this revert files, and you could actually click what you would like to revert. If you deleted many things, just revert, and we have reverted it. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to create two users, user A and user B. So to create a repository, to clone the repository, we would just need to TortoiseHG and clone. It's just so easy. But here we have to change something. Our destination is user A, and then our source has to be my project, which is the central repository which we are going to clone. Let's clone, and that cloned our user A, which is the user A right here. And let's see the folder. Yes, that's cloned. And for user B, I'm going to clone again, and my project is the source, user B is the destination, clone. Okay. So we've actually cloned the central repository for both users. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be editing something for user A. Oh, for example, user A changes something in player.cs. So I'm going to have here user A added a comment first before user B. That's our scenario for this tutorial. And what I'm going to do is that, oh wait, before committing and pushing to the central repository, we have to set our server, which is the HG serve in Mercurial. But here you just right click the central repository folder and then web server. Okay, it actually created the server right away, but the settings are not fixed yet, so we actually have to stop it first, settings, and on your first installation this would be in unspecified, but since I installed it earlier it was in false. So you have to remember, if you're going to use a central repository locally, you have to click false here. And in allow push, it was unspecified earlier too, but to allow the push of different users we have to set it to the asterisk, which is all, and click OK, then start again. And after that it's actually running. And for user B, we already made the change, which is user A added the comment first before user B, and you could actually see the difference. Visual diff, which we added right here, user A, and you could actually see the status again here, HG status, which we modified the pair CS. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to commit, and commit player CS user A commits, commit, then close. So what happened is you just see the log of everything. So we actually have 2 revisions already, but in user B, let's see what is history. And if you look at it, user B only has 0 and 1. It does not have what user A committed earlier. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to the folder of user B and change something in the same script that user A changed. Going to user B commented here late. I'm going to close that. So user B decides to commit again. Commit. User B commits. Commit. Close. Then we have the user B commits here, but we still don't have what user A committed earlier. So if I decide to push the changes to the central repository, what's going to happen is that there will be an error that we need to merge first. So let's try that. Push. Okay, so I actually did not push earlier in user B. So what I'm going to do is that check the history of this folder, the central repository. It has the user B committed, and so user A actually did not have what user B push to the server. So what I'm going to do is that user A actually edited something already, so I'm just going to push that to the server, push, and that is the warning that I told you earlier. And what we're going to do is that we need to merge the files. So we actually have to, but first, before merging, we have to pull the changes from my project to get what user B committed. We actually have that right now, but our active revision is 2. So what we're going to do is that we're going to merge them together. And to do that, we have to merge with our head of the current branch. Our branch is in default for now, and I'll be discussing that a little bit later. Merge. We're actually merging 3 and 2 revision. 3 and 2. So we don't have to check or uncheck anything here. We just click next, and after that it is merge. Okay, I think we have to wait to abort one file's unresolved. Okay, I did not commit first. Okay, we just have to commit. Okay. So what we're going to do is that we have to merge these files. Uncommitted local changes are detected. Already merged. Continue. Discard it. Continue. Resolve. So what we have to do is mark as resolve. We just have to do that. Click next. And our commit would be merge files. So that's how you escape a mistake. I'm just kidding. So that was actually unexpected, and we actually merge it. So we have to commit now. Commit. Finish. So after merging the files, user B and user A's commits are now merged. You actually see here, user A added comment first before user B, but I actually did not push that to the server, so user B here commented first and not late. And user A added a comment second before user B. I'm sorry guys. And for here, what we can do is that in using the branch here, we actually have to actually let's just pull first for user B. Pull incoming changes. Okay, I actually have not pushed it my project. So let's just push our committed version, which is the merge files. Push to the server, and it's now in the server. So let's just pull it for user B so that he would be updated too. So for user A, I'm going to change another thing. I'm going to change the player.cs again, and user A branches here. A. So what I'm going to do is commit the change, branch commit of user A. Commit. Okay. So that was actually wrong. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to commit again, and I forgot to add a branch. So to be easier here, we just commit again, open a new named branch, and let's just name it branch for easy access. There's our new branch, which is branch, then branch commit final. There, we haven't merged yet, we just committed it there. create branch. And when you commit a branch, you actually have this branch right here, there, and for here we're actually going to make another branch, but first, before that, just place it right there and go to user A and push this commit. More changes. There are going to push involve the creation of new branch. Do you want to create a new branch to remote repository? Yes. And we have the branch here, which is made by user A. And for user B, we need to make a change. User B branch commit second. And we made that change. User B commit branch, the same as user A. User B branch commit create a new branch, and we're going to push with the same branch name. So what's going to happen is that we need to pull the branch again. What we're going to do, pull incoming changes. So we actually have two branches here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to merge it again, just like the first time. Prepare to merge branch and branch 7 and 5, which has the same branch. Just click next. HG resolved try. So we just mercurial resolve, or mark as resolve. We just use the mercurial resolve. Edit HG. Okay, so we actually have to click this instead. HG resolve. Okay. Merge branch. Commit now. So we actually merge the branch. What we're going to do is going to push it to the server. Here we have the merge branch. So what's good about the branch is that if you decide to switch versions, for example, you have the closed beta, open beta for your game. So this would actually be a naming scheme for that version of your game. Rather than using the revisions here, we just use the branch name and we just keep using that and then updating it. But that would be a little hard, if I say so myself, since you'd be updating the same branch all over again. And you need, what if you make a mistake? But well, you could just change your revision, but that branch would have a mistake commit. And for me, that's a lot harder, but it's a lot easier to keep an eye on. So that's how you use the branch for users and to merge it in the My Project folder. So that was the tutorial, guys. Hope you learned a lot, and just think that this was a lot easier than Mercurial command line, since it has all of these buttons right here that just tell you what they do. It's a no-brainer actually, and it's a lot easier. Thanks, guys.